Want to know what happens at the closing table? Well, stay tuned. I'm giving you 5 tips so that you are prepared for the closing table. Number 5, show up on time. You definitely need to be on time because some attorneys book closings back to back, really close. It will normally take about an hour. Sometimes it takes a little longer depending on what they have to explain to you, but you want to be on time because sometimes they have a very tight schedule, and if you're running late or behind, you may have to reschedule your closing, and I know you don't want to do that. Number 4, try to eliminate the number of attendees during your closing. Let it be just the person who's signing the papers or maybe one other support person with you. Especially right now due to COVID, you want to definitely have just the people that are involved with the transaction at the closing table. I know it's an exciting time and you want to have all your friends and family there, but you know what? Tell them to meet you at the house so that you can get the signing done quickly and fast and efficient. Number 3, make sure you have reviewed your closing documents or your CD or your settlement statement, depending on what it's called in your area. But make sure you've already reviewed that and went over that with your lender, because you don't want to have to take time to ask questions that you should have already known that your lender could have gone over with you. That is sometimes time consuming if you're not quite sure what it is or you don't quite understand the settlement statement and what you're being shown. So always go over your settlement statement or with your lender so that you are prepared. So when the attorneys go over it with you, you've already seen it, you understand it, and you don't have any questions about it. Number 2, have 2 forms of ID, valid ID that is. Now, the lenders will usually tell you in advance what to bring to closing, but make sure you know that so that you're not scrambling to find the forms of ID that are accepted by your lender and the attorney. So always make sure you reach out to your lender beforehand to know what type of IDs that is required or is going to be accepted during your closing. Sometimes they only need 1, which is a valid driver's license or ID, but some lenders are required 2. So just make sure you know that in advance. Before I get to number 1, if there is anything that I missed in this list, let me know. Reach out to me. Give me a comment. I reply to all my comments, and I'd love to hear what you think I should have added to this list or what you've experienced at the closing table that you wasn't prepared for. Number 1, make sure you have your funds in the form of a certified check. Now you can also wire transfer your funds from your bank to the attorney's office, but if you didn't do that prior to, you may want to just bring certified funds. No cash or no personal checks will be accepted, so make sure you have the right amount in a certified check. And here's a bonus tip. Do not come to the closing table if you are under the influence of any alcohol or drugs. Yes, I know I probably wouldn't need to say this, but it has happened. So make sure you are fully aware of what you're doing and you're not under the influence of any substance. That's your bonus tip. I am Carmilla Rena, and I am a licensed South Carolina real estate agent, and I love bringing you fun facts and tips to help you with your purchase, your sale here in Charleston, South Carolina. So if you have any questions for me, please reach out. I'd love to talk with you about what your next move here in Charleston, South Carolina. Make sure you subscribe to my channel because I put out videos like this once a week, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that you receive the video as soon as they're released. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.